You know when you're talking to someone and you're trying to explain something or make a point, but then you go on and on and on and it gets really messy. Has this ever happened to you? Yeah, me too. Not pretty, right? That's what we call rambling, in case you didn't know. I have a stutter, and because of that, I have to make sure that my speech is concise and with little to no rambling. Because the more I talk, the more I ramble, the more I stutter. No, cool. So in this video, I want to show you what I've been doing to stop rambling, how to speak clearly and get your ideas across in a way that makes people actually listen to what you're saying. I'm not here as an expert. I'm just sharing what I've been doing, what's working for me, right? And hopefully you can learn one or two things that will help you improve your communication skills as well. Now, if there is one thing that makes you a bad communicator is rambling. And the worst part is that most people are not even aware of it. Did you know that it is one of the biggest struggles many people face when it comes to communication? Yeah, that's right. So if you can apply the tips that I'm about to share with you in this video, you will communicate better than the majority of people out there. You know, most people just talk too much without saying much at all. That's right, actually. You don't want to be one of them. They start a sentence, then they circle around it, around the point, add extra words here and there, repeat the same idea again, and by the time they finally finished, their listener has already tuned out. And you know what the worst part is? That people notice that you rumble, talk behind your back, and don't say a word to you about it. Not cool. And the truth is, it doesn't just happen to English learners. It happens to everyone, native speakers and non-native speakers. But in a second language, it's harder to notice unless you're actively working on avoiding it, like I'm doing. Let's start with why we rumble in the first place. It's just because some people talk too much, and also because we feel that if we over-explain, we will come across as knowledgeable and impress the person we're talking to. That's the truth, to be honest with you. Most of the time, it's not because we don't know what to say. Because if we didn't know what to say, we would say less and not more than what's needed, right? So in reality, it's because we don't know how to end what we are saying. We don't know if we've said enough. And as a result, we end up saying too much and boring our listeners to death. Like seriously, they're checking their watch, thinking, please make it stop. Horrendous. But don't worry, we've all been there. I've done that many times, and I'm sure you have as well. Your teachers, your friends, your neighbors. It's normal. This is what happens. When we are nervous, we keep talking rather than zipping it. When we are unsure, we add more words, hoping that one will sound right. And when we are translating from our native language, we often end up building long, complex sentences that feel correct will actually lose impact. Here's the mindset shift that helped me. Speaking well isn't about saying a lot. It's about saying just enough. Clarity beats quantity every time. One of the simplest and most powerful tools to stop rambling is to pause before you speak. You know those people who always seem so calm and confident when they speak? It's not magic. They just pause more than you think. I know that sounds basic, but that 1 second pause changes everything. When someone asks you a question, don't just rush to answer it. Take a breath. Think about the main idea you want to say. Just one. That pause gives your brain time to organize your thoughts, and it makes your listener feel like you're confident and thoughtful. Here is an example. If I say this without pausing. So the thing is, when you want to improve your English, you have to practice every day and read books and also listen to podcasts and then try to speak even when you make mistakes because that's the only way to get better. And you shouldn't worry about mistakes because everyone makes them and blah blah blah. Whew, I'm out of breath. See, that was horrendous. A rambling mess. What was that? Now, if I say the same sentence with pauses, see the difference. So, the thing is, when you want to improve your English, practice every day. Read books, listen to podcasts, try to speak even when you make mistakes. That's the only way to get better. Don't worry about mistakes. Everyone makes them. You see the difference? This is much easier to understand, right? Yeah. When you start talking, aim to deliver that one clear message. Then stop. Silence isn't awkward. It's professional. It shows control. If you notice yourself going off track mid-sentence, use this trick. Just stop, smile slightly, and say, "What I mean is," that small reset instantly refocuses the conversation. Another practical step is to speak in short sentences. When we think in our native language, we naturally build long, complex ideas. But English works best when it's direct. So instead of, "Well, what I was trying to say earlier is that maybe if we had considered another option, things might have gone differently," say this. "Maybe we should have tried another option." You see the difference here? One is messy and the other is clear. Short sentences keep your listeners with you. They also make you sound more confident because you finish each idea with purpose. Every speaker, even native speakers, use filler words all the time. And basically, they're fine in moderation, but too many of them make you sound uncertain and unclear. Try recording yourself speaking for 1 minute about any topic, then listen back and count how many filler words you used. You'll be surprised. Now, the goal is not to remove every like that would make you sound robotic. The goal is to replace them with a short pause. The pause gives your brain time to think and it gives your audience time to process what you're saying. That's how you sound calm, controlled, and clear. For example, if I say this without pausing, I was thinking that, maybe we should go to the market and then maybe get some snacks and Now replace the filler words with, you guessed it, pauses. So I was thinking maybe we should go to the market and get some snacks. Yeah, big difference, right? Exactly. The pause gives your brain time to think and your audience time to process. Let me share a simple structure that can help you stay focused every time you speak. Number one, start with the point. Say your main idea in one short sentence. Number two, add a quick reason or example. This gives context without rambling. Number three, end clearly. Signal you're done with a simple phrase like, "That's the main point," or "That's the main idea," or "So that's what I think." This simple structure works for meetings, interviews, presentations, even small talk. Here is an example. Imagine you're in a team meeting and your boss or team lead asks, "How do we improve our marketing?" You could ramble and say, Well, I think we could maybe do more social media campaigns and also email marketing and perhaps optimize our website and maybe look at influencers and the blog posts or using the structure. Main point, we should focus on social media marketing. Reason or example, it's where most of our customers spend time and engage with our brand. And 3, and clearly, that's what I suggest. Main point, we should focus on social media marketing. Reason or example, it's where most of our customers spend time and engage with our brand. And 3, and clearly, that's what I suggest. This is much easier to follow, right? Straight to the point, simple and concise. Here's the truth. The more you try to sound smart, the more you rumble. And the more you try to be clear, the smarter you sound. Clarity isn't about knowing more words. It's about knowing what to say at the right time. And this comes with practice. Once you start focusing on connection, not perfection, your message becomes sharper, your sentences shorter, and your voice stronger. So, if you want to speak clearly and confidently and powerfully, use these tips. Pause before you speak. Say one idea per sentence. Cut the filler words. Use the simple point, reason, and structure. And remember, fluent speakers, excellent communicators aren't those who say the most. They're the ones who say what matters most. So don't fill the silence. Own it. Don't rush your words. Shape them. And don't chase perfection. Chase clear communication. That's what will make you memorable. And that's how you stop rumbling and start speaking with real confidence and clarity. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.